Hi, I'm Diet Cokehead. I've been banned from all the dating sites and at least one Walmart. So as y'all know, I'm very, very active with my comments. I'm better at responding and getting back to everyone. I'm like that with like Gmails and like with fucking like everything. I'm like the most responsive person ever. It's kind of like, oh, at least I'm really good at that. So that helped me out with like jobs and stuff. So, one thing I get a lot here is, like, why are you smart? Why are you, guys, I am being falsely, um, accused of being intelligent. And the thing is, like, I just Google a whole lot. Like, I spend 90% of my time, like, just looking shit up. Sometimes I'm misinformed. Sometimes, like, I've made mistakes on this channel. If I catch one or if somebody corrects me and I look it up and they're right and I'm wrong, I'll make another video and I'll say so. Um, I really don't think that I'm especially intelligent. Like, usually what I tell people is I don't think that I'm very smart. I think that everybody else is just fucking stupid. But I mean, the thing is, like, if you want to seem smart, if you want to be smart, if being smart matters a whole lot to you, it's probably because you already are. But I think that my charisma kind of elevates me from like wanting to appear smart and actually appearing smart. But and then like also I think I just ruminate. Like I just think everything over and I try to like leave no stone unturned. I mean, it's really things that everybody can do. I feel like an imposter and it makes me really fucking nervous whenever people tell me that I'm especially intelligent or something because I just feel like I'm gonna fuck it up or I'm gonna do one thing that exposes everything. And I think that maybe my charisma is like kind of being misread as intelligent. And I don't know, like I'm so back and forth. Like it comes that way with like writing and stuff too. Like sometimes I'm like, okay, well, I'm the only one that's writing this thing that I want and I'm writing the stories that I want and I'm making the content that I want and that's all that I want to matter to me. But then, it's so fucking dichotomous because it's like half of me is like okay yeah I'm doing it I make like because like with my engagement and stuff it's very like I don't get just like stupid little oh cool video oh thanks for saying this like I get engagement, I mean this whole channel is a fucking community. But then it's like okay well I don't really think about what I'm doing and I don't really think about how I'm coming across until people are reacting to me. So then I'm like, okay, well, I've been kind of, I don't want to get all sanctimonious and fucking up my own ass. You know what I mean? Telling everybody that you're morally superior to them. I mean, that's how you get everybody sniffing around at all your business. That's how you get people waiting for you to fuck up. That's how you get people inventing stuff for you to fuck up. You know what I mean? I think one of the most important things about like being smart is like making sure you never let yourself stop learning, never get married to something that you think you believe because like make sure I don't think like I think if you open your mind too much your brain falls out. Like I don't think that you should just sit around being like everything's a complete possibility and I'm just gonna like say the nicest answer for everybody. I don't mean it like that. I just mean um don't stop second guessing yourself or checking stuff, but then like also you can't let that burden you either because like a lot of how I come across and like me putting my music out there or whatever, like I don't know if y'all fucking noticed, but I fucking suck. Like I'm not, my skill set does not is not up here with my ambition. My skill set is not where my passion and like it's still catching up. I'm a shitty guitarist. I'm somebody who writes and happens to play guitar. I'm also not really that fucking good of a person. I mean, like, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. I've done a lot of things that I regret, but the thing is that I'm fucking old. I'm 33. I turned 34 in August. And, I don't think it was really until my 30s that I started realizing how much every single stupid little fucking thing in your entire life sticks around and follows you and haunts you. And, You know, like every single one of your baby daddies, every single one of your exes, every single like person that you've ever pissed off or talked to or whatever might pop up again and affect your life later. You know, you never know who is gonna do what or be what. You know, it's just stuff like that. Like and watching my mom turn into like she used to be a complete master manipulator of like I grew up with the fucking Hannibal Lecter of Texas church Karens. And now she's just a completely pathetic, like half brain dead version of herself who can barely like hold a conversation with you, and it's scary to watch. Like every single little action, every single little stupid thing will like follow you around. And I think keeping that in mind is has made me grow up a lot. I think that the internet in general is so fucking juvenile, and it's so like 90% of creators are just like, oh, look at me, I'm better than this dude. Oh, look at me. Like the bar's all the way down to Amberlyn Reed, and I'm better than she is. I eat better than her, and I eat like that's 90% of the internet because that's how people get famous. It's like it's exactly like whenever you're on a schoolyard, like the other kids are picking on you, oh, pick on a weaker link, you know, that's exactly that never changes. But I mean, I have the life experience to kind of and pattern recognition. I think that I'm really good at pattern recognition, and I think that kind of is what is another factor of the illusion. But it's not like I'm fucking perfect. I mean, I used to be a highly active participant in lolcow. I was before Amberlyn Reed became like free content for like every single asshole with like a fitness thing that had to like start exploiting her to other assholes to like feel better. As before all of that started, she was just like sitting around in Kiwi Farms in the beauty parlor, and I was a self-hating fat person. Like that's how I know that. Like I used to be 253 pounds, and whenever I would like look up fat people like incessantly and try to be like, you're gonna be that person, you're gonna be that person. Like if you want to talk about what triggered me, that triggered the fuck out of me. That's like what made me starve myself. That's what that drove me. um and whenever I was at higher weights, I was a lot more dangerous. I can't, uh, I'm gonna have to explain what I did at 253 on like Internet Archive or something. Like I can't do that here, but I mean, it was like bad whenever I was at really high weights. I lost like 4 to 5. Like at 253, I would lose like 4 to 5 pounds every single day until I was back in the 100s like that. It was like nothing. But instead of eating, I would just be like, "Don't be this fat bitch. Don't be this fat bitch. Don't be." And like it was very obsessive. And I was Token Texan on Kiwi Farms, and I said that doxing is like Nazi shit, and I don't think that we should do that. And then everybody doxed me. It wasn't that bad, but it made me kind of like snap out of it. It was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. But yeah, I was like a total self-hating like dickhead. I was like really I wrote she liked the stories that I wrote about her. Like she acknowledged the I wrote the Diamonds in the Bra Kiwi Farm story. I'm still like weirdly proud of them, but I think she liked them. But yeah, I wasn't always like this. I mean, even if you go back earlier in my channel, I was still kind of like because like there is a sense where yeah, like there are some things that sure you could say about Amberlyn Reed, but I mean I don't really think that it warrants like the level of the mob hate that she gets. Like I think that the reaction is draconian compared to her crimes and stuff now, but I mean like that's like going up against the lynch mob is like a really it's hard. I don't know, like the way that you think and stuff changes so much throughout your life. I just think it's a really bad idea to be like, okay, well, I'm a communist, this, and I need to find like I need to find a existing political ideology to like box myself into. Like there's something that already exists and I need to go jump into that hole, and I need to like you can make your own way. You can make your own thoughts. You can be an individual. You don't require these categories and these boxes and these like you don't have to be married to like any one thing, and I don't think that that's a very good thing to do. I don't think that it's good for anybody. I think that that's whenever you get all furries are like evil fucking whatever, and they're weird, and let's go throw rocks at them, and like um all rednecks are like this, all whatever. And then, like, and if you want to, oh God, I don't know how many, like, because my religious stuff is, like, up there on TikTok. And I mean, I just want to shut that down really quick whenever it comes down to, like, well, all Christians, I don't think that all Christians belong in that little box. That's what I'm saying. I don't even think I don't think that all, I think that most of them are just scared and they're lost. I think that religious people just need something to feel like they matter. I think that they're too scared. I don't really think that it's being unintelligent. I think that it's just like, I'm not scared to like really face like all the darkest shadows of myself and my psyche or whatever, because I like after confronting them with like more fucking psychedelics in the 60s, I'm like, oh, it's not so bad, it's not so scary. And more people are like the weird attention whoring, cringy, unattractive parts of you than you really think they are, you know. And I think that it's kind of silly how much we judge other people for those kinds of things whenever there's like real evil things that go on. I could circle back to the church really quick. I mean, one of the reasons that bothers me so much is because there's a complicity that's suggested whenever there are like world leaders that are exploiting something that everybody's using to call themselves self-righteous or whatever in order to get away with like some of the most atrocious crimes that somebody could commit to another person. Like, I mean, come on. Like, you know what I'm talking about. I don't even have to fucking say it. Like, it's so common and rampant within the church. Like, that's not me boxing all Christians together. That's me saying, why the fuck don't we think of the children whenever a fucking priest rapes a kid? Like, why doesn't that go into a factor at that point? Which is a good question. But, and then I don't think that they're all like that, though. I don't think that all Nazis were like that. I don't think that anybody's racist. I think that people are just ignorant, scared, or confused. And that and I think that once they go into that box and once that they're like married to that, like, oh, this is what I am. I'm a neo-Nazi. I mean, like, and like you could change at any point, you know? But once that becomes part of your identity, and it's not your identity. It's an identity that like some scared bullshit, stupid fucking people created for themselves that you adopted because you were too scared to think for yourself, you know? I'm not really interested in shitting all over people. I'm more interested in the world. I'm interested in reformation, which I think is possible. But yeah, I'm not smart. I just think a lot. I'm just not scared. I understand that my stories are unpolished and they're like I've totally given up on the idea of publishing or like finding an actual audience, and then like I'm more interested in the idea of like I would have like a grandiose like, oh my god, I want to just like do it all for free and then like make everybody who's charging for their mid books feel fucking stupid, and then after a while you know, you write 8 manuscripts and then you realize how fucking daunting polishing 8 different fucking 100,000 plus words novels is, and how your skill set really doesn't match what you want to do, and that how impossible it is to run an entire production of a channel all the fuck by yourself, or like with music and writing and everything. It's just it's daunting and exhausting, and there's no reward, there's no return, and the audience themselves, it's like you do so much fucking work for such like minimal little like production. Like everything I do is so amateur and it's so crass and it's so like crudely put together, and then like and it took hours and it took so much time out through my day, and then in return the audience is just like, well, like they won't, it's for people who won't even pay you, and they're like, oh, you have to earn getting me to push that subscribe button, and you shouldn't beg for like, because like I'm in the like punk indie whatever scene, so I'm the person who's not supposed to succeed. I'm the person who's supposed to be like the little underground slave who never makes any fucking money. I know that's my lane. I know that I'm supposed to be poor and broke, and I'm never supposed to profit off my art ever, because I'm punk rock, and punk rockers are supposed to starve to death because they're supposed to hate capitalism because of reasons. I get that. But frankly, guys, if you watch somebody for like years and years and years and years and you enjoy their content, the least you could do is just push that little fucking subscribe button. I mean, honestly, like, what kind of asshole is so fucking entitled that they're like, oh my god, not only do you have to do all this writing, all this work, all this talking, all this putting, all this like exploiting yourself or whatever, but in order to get that subscribe thing, like, here are my laws for you, for me to not even pay you. And it's like, are you fucking serious? Get the fuck over yourself. Yeah, I'm not infallible. I'm not a genius. I'm just a regular fucking person. And I mean, if anything else, I guess if you take anything from this channel, it's like you could literally just turn on your fucking camera. Like, you could just like turn it on, point it at your face, and do whatever the fuck you want to do, because in the end, like, we're all just fucking around until we die. Nothing really matters, guys. You might as well make the most of it and try to have some fun with it. Especially because you're never going to be rewarded for being yourself. It's tireless, but what I have built here with my stupid, crude, weird little ramblings, I really appreciate. Yeah, stay tuned. I don't know. Like, I kind of just turn it on, do whatever the fuck I want. I'm really bad at planning stuff. I'm not really like a plan, schedule, whatever kind of guy. I'm more of a, you know, just whatever the fuck I feel like, I post and do. And I mean, like, that, the disorderliness, the me acting on ADD instead of OCD is probably like a bigger hindrance to my content than the content itself, but I mean, it is what it is. Alright, bye guys.